Hello, Matt here to do a voiceover for this time-lapse of a drawing I did. And first of all, I just want to say that English isn't my first language, so I'll make some mistakes. Don't pay too much attention to those. I asked my followers on Instagram for some questions so I could answer them in this video. So the first one is, what inspired you to draw that? And it's just, I found this picture on the internet and I really liked the atmosphere and just the composition of it. And immediately as I saw it, I was like, oh, it reminds me of Tubbo, so I drew him. I changed a little bit of the picture, of the pose and character, I guess, but I tried to keep the same mood because it was really moody, I guess. Another question is, what is your biggest inspiration for drawings and how did you start? So, for drawings currently, it's just, for more personal art, I just try and collect a bunch of references and I use them to make most of a collage. I really most of all enjoy my more collage type works, where it's just a bunch of photos drawn. Those are really nice, but I also, which is the case for this drawing, I guess, it's more I use a reference, just one, and try to do it as realistically as possible. I don't know why, but my style really, if I don't copy the reference as much as possible, it just my brain doesn't stop drawing, I guess. And how did you start? So I started drawing seriously when I was 11. And honestly, why did I start drawing? It's because I watched a lot of art YouTubers, and I remember they all had the prettiest sketchbooks and stuff, and I was like, man, I want to have a pretty sketchbook. Just and I was inspired by them, so I was like, I'm gonna be a big YouTuber with a pretty sketchbook, I guess, once. So I just started drawing there. Another question is, what's your biggest tip for an artist? And to be honest, probably my biggest tip is just do not limit yourself to one medium and try and experiment as much as possible. It just makes art so much fun. And I'm gonna be honest, when I was starting with art, I was not really starting 1 year into taking art seriously. I didn't understand anatomy or whatever. I wasn't good at drawing as any other beginner, but I feel like just experimenting and drawing a lot of stuff, being really creative, really helped me cover up the mistakes. I used to do really many collages and stuff, and I feel like those, when you look at the artwork, you don't really see the mistakes, you just see wow, so many things. Yeah, but I guess that depends on the style. Another question is, how do you do so much art? I honestly don't think I do that much art. I remember a few years ago I used to draw a lot more, but I have this mindset where I'm gonna post once a week on Instagram, and I post once a week, and I usually don't really draw once a week, but because I have to post, I force myself to draw, but it's not in a bad way, it's not in a negative way, it gives me motivation. So pressure yourself into posting for Instagram. That's what works for me, I guess. Back onto the drawing, just want to say that I'm not that experienced with digital art. I just started taking it seriously a couple months ago. So this was an experiment for me. I tried a couple of brushes, different textures, and I struggled also, if you look at the time-lapse, I struggled a little bit with the face. I'm really bad, especially because this is more of a stylized type of stuff, not really my usual stuff, which is more realistic. but I managed to pull through. So yeah, that's kind of all. Thank you for watching.